Hello everyone, quick market update. So Bitcoin has broken out in a major fashion. Like I said, after the Monday last week fake news wick, the consolidation looked very bullish and we saw the continuation shortly after. So the long I had shared a while back now fully played out. 5.5R almost. Congratulations if you took the trade. Let's clean up the chart a little bit here and look at what's going on. So first of all, the 33 to 34K area I had mentioned in previous updates has been reached already. And as we can see, price has now come to the range of these prior to pivot lows. And what I think is going to happen from here, we will see some consolidation. I don't know if it's gonna go all the way to 33K, but this type of consolidation for a few more days would be very welcome. And I think ultimately we are moving towards the 50% retracement level from the all-time high to the current bear market low. And from there, then we will see the move into the key retracement area. So the ultimate goal is here, and here we will have to see how Bitcoin reacts. I see little chance that it breaks through in one go, except if the BlackRock ETF or any spot Bitcoin ETF gets approved right when price is consolidating around here. But for now, eyes on the 50% retracement target. If you have fully TP'd and are now out of a Bitcoin position on the 4-hour time frame, we can see that the consolidation again is quite bullish. We never, or at least not yet, dipped into this fair value gap here, and there is still a chance that we see this relatively strong pullback. However, if we look at the price action that started earlier this year, once it starts going, there is no pullback and it just keeps going higher and higher, taking out the bears, leaving everyone who was too conservative behind. And then eventually maybe we will see the dip and the retest of the previous resistance region. But for now, I still think we can push up a little higher, maybe until 38K. And from there, then we have to see if price starts behaving similar to here, where we then will see a stronger correction, hopefully not so long, but we have to consider this as well, that we will have another boring slash to the downside consolidation phase after this move up. And as for entries, so I have already been scaling in again. My highest orders are at 34K, and basically this whole region, including this fair value gap, is for me to accumulate or DCA, or scale in is a better word, scale into another long position here. And my invalidation personally is 30K. But if you want to play it a little safer, 28K. And my target for now is 40 to 42K. So depending on how much of my, or how many of my orders get filled, it's still a reward to risk ratio of around 2, which is always good enough. And if 31.5K gets lost, then I think we might have to reconsider some things. But for now, I do not see any reason why Bitcoin would just turn over and plunge back into the previous range. I mean, the news were just a catalyst that started things going, and this candle right here, and you see that even the pullback was above the previous high. 2 days, 3 days of consolidation, next leg up. So I think we will see that pattern repeat itself one more time, then maybe first to 38k, and there we will have to reassess. Let's have a quick look at the stock market before moving on to altcoins. So the SPX is still within the 5-wave corrective structure I'm monitoring. We do have a daily fair value gap here at around 4,300 or 4,290, give or take. So at the moment, my base case scenario is that we will push into this fair value gap and then complete the correction towards the 50% retracement level, which I have been talking about a lot. And then we will see how price reacts around there. There is one more fair value gap just beneath the one that I'm interested in. And right now it looks like price may already reject here, which would be kind of weak. And but ultimately, I think price is heading to the 50% retracement level. So if it pushes up further to the upside into this higher fair value gap here, I'll take a very conservative approach in a short position, and then we will have to see. The Dow Jones also still hasn't fully completed. It hasn't tagged the 50% retracement level. Let me have a look if there is a divergence. Yeah, so there is a positive divergence. Let's have a look at SPX2, and on SPX2 this positive divergence, it could play out in the shape of the RSI reaching to 50 while price is entering this higher fair value gap, and then another reaction and into the oversold or overextended area, meaning sub 30 for the RSI, and then we will see the completion of the move. But at the moment, all stock, or the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones at least, look like there will be a few green days potentially, as long as the fair value gaps are respected. I still think the continuation of the move will happen. Yeah, there is a light divergence developing on the Nasdaq as well. So I'm still eyeing the reaction in this double fair value gap here, and then extending this a little bit more, this whole daily fair value gap here. So all the indices are probably heading into some resistance, and then will complete their corrective moves, especially the Nasdaq. If it starts moving down, since it's still very far from the 50% retracement level, but my eyes would be basically on this daily fair value gap here for starters. All right, ETH has broken or flipped the $1,626 level, one daily close above it, retest in the morning, and then it just kept going following Bitcoin. It has taken out 1,745. This one we can already delete, and then bumped into the 1,825 level, which I had marked in my previous update. So it's now stalling. I think if Bitcoin can continue its push towards 40 to 43k, ETH is also going up towards 1,900, 2,000 maybe. And there are equal highs here, or relative equal highs, so there should be a good bunch of liquidity and people waiting for the break and then YOLO longing ETH. But we have to see how the reaction here will be. I would be more interested in playing the move from this area towards the relative equal highs here, but the stop loss on the daily is a little bit tricky. Let's have a look at the 4-hour. Yeah, so entry between here and 1745, and then stop loss could be placed under here already. There is a fair value gap here, but if it dips that low, then we have to start worrying about potentially losing the support and turning 1745 back into resistance. So yeah, scale in around here. If we get a deeper dip on Bitcoin into its 4-hour fair value gap, of course I expect ETH to follow. But ideally the pullback will stay within these two fair value gaps here and not overshoot this swing low here, and that gives us a reward to risk ratio of 2 and above, which is good. So after it reaches 2000, so I would be cautious to go all in, expecting continuation without any sort of correction. So yeah, that's basically why I'm more interested in playing this move than the other move. Just a second. Battery of one of my Mac mouse just died. Just one of the major weak points, I think, of the mouses that Apple produces. So ADA, the long is going very well. You can consider securing the position at break even at this point, and just wait for the consolidation and then continuation. So we have some potential resistance levels at 30 cents, for example, and then the the equal highs at 32 cents. But overall, I think the continuation, if Bitcoin pushes up, especially into its higher time frame key resistance or key retracement level to around $50,000, then all the alts will start following once Bitcoin starts to consolidate. Can get rid of these two. Congratulations if you are in the ADA position. Ape, so is moving towards its 128 resistance level. So once this is flipped, I do expect that we can see some acceleration to the upside in this or this area here towards 190, maybe 165. But for now, if you are not already in a long, it's not the best place to long here. Just wait for the flip of 128 or a small pullback, maybe towards 112, 116, and then you can consider longs there. Link also reached full target, and has since been very strongly consolidating only for 2 days, and it's moving up today again already. Let me see. All right, so the next consolidation may take place between 10.70 and 12.22 if we do not see a stronger correction before that. One area of interest for longs would be 920 to 980 maybe, and the more conservative one in the slower fair value gap between $8 and $8.80. But like I said, once Bitcoin starts running, at least what we have seen so far this year, usually neither Bitcoin nor alts are giving any conservative entries, and we will just have to wait until they start consolidating in an area for further accumulation, and then if we get a pullback after that before the next leg up, then that's basically the only chance that the market grants for entries. LTC, it is still beneath the $70.75 level I had marked here. It pierced through it once, since then retraced, so I'm still waiting for the flip of that level, and then I may consider longs towards $85. Relative equal highs here, $96, and ultimately the swing high here at $115. But until we see at least a few candles of confirmation, I would be cautious to long before the breakout. Of course, it's always an option if you consider that Bitcoin could still run higher very soon without any pullback. Litecoin is also likely to just rip through the $70.75 level and shoot right to the $85 or $96 area. But it is a little more risky, but can be considered. Stop losses can be at around $60, and entry here at $70 is a pre-breakout entry. So if you know what you are doing and are aware of the risks, then definitely an entry here could be considered. Solana also has reached the previous marked pivot high here of $32. It's now consolidating beneath it. If this level breaks, I think we are heading towards the liquidity above these relative equal highs here to $39, give or take. So let me see. Yeah, I mean the safest again would be to wait for a break of $32, then the retest, and then the continuation. But we rarely get that opportunity once everything starts moving, because the market needs to create some FOMO for people to YOLO in at around here when everyone else who's already long starts to take profit. So if you are entering or considering to enter a pre-breakout position here, or while it breaks out, which is also kind of risky because you do not get the confirmation, stop losses can be set very conservatively beneath the latest swing low, and then targeting $39 gives you a reward to risk ratio of 2.6, which is great. Lastly, XRP. So XRP has broken out of its channel. The 55-56 cents area was one that I had mentioned several times. It in my past updates. So it pierced high, retest, retest, retest. So far it's holding. I think there is a good chance that XRP will just start consolidating in this area for some while before then breaking to the upside. This could be regardless of the case outcome or final decision regarding Ripple's sales to institutional investors, which is the main point the SEC is still going after as far as I'm aware. But I would guess that any breakout which is fueled by the general crypto market going up, still a lot of things are moving in tandem, would like stop out at calm down at around 67 cents or 73 cents, and the real big breakout towards $1.50 or $2 towards the all-time high, I think that will be when the case is fully closed. That's it for today, and talk again on Friday.